Go.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5.
Six.
Hello everyone. Tonight I'm going to share with you how to appropriately dress, act, and speak in order to maximize the impression you leave on a potential employer. When going in for an interview, there are some key things to keep in mind. First impressions, dress, and timeliness. First impressions are key when going in for an interview. People start to form an opinion of you the moment you walk into a room. This is why it is so important to have a professional appearance. When going in for an interview, you should pick out your ensemble the night before. By doing this, you ensure that you won't be late deciding on what to wear the moment before. You want to pick an outfit that has appropriate colors for the season and is subtle in tone. For an example, you don't want to wear a top that has loud colors and distracting prints. You don't want to wear jewelry that is too gaudy and can also be distracting. If you choose to wear heels, they should be a maximum of 3 inches tall. If you don't feel comfortable wearing heels, you can substitute for a flat. You should always be professional, prepared, and polished. Your outfit should flow together. Your shoes, jewelry, and outfit of choice should all coordinate and not be overstated. You want the interviewer to focus more on you than what you're wearing. Ladies, dresses and skirts should be knee length. Tops should be fully covering, and you should wear minimal jewelry to not distract from your overall appearance. You want the interviewer to see that you know how to dress professionally. Before going into the interview, it might help you to determine, or try to determine, what questions you might be asked while being interviewed. By doing this, it will help you form a more polished answer in the event that it did come up. Be sure to know exactly how to get to your interview and where to park. You should also know whom to ask for upon arriving, as stated by Robin Throckmorton. You should always arrive to your interview 5 to 10 minutes early. You should also be thoroughly prepared with any materials that may be required. Arriving to the interview early allows you to mentally prepare and also calm your nerves. Upon meeting the interview, you should always stand, make eye contact, don't squeeze too tightly, and use a maximum of 3 pumps. During the interview, don't be afraid to ask questions. While you're being looked at for a potential position, you're also seeing if this is a place that you would want to work. You should also be conscious of your posture. Your posture should let the interviewer know that you are both engaged and interested in what they have to say. You want to turn the interview into a conversation that flows rather than a choppy question-answer session. You should have already researched the company and the job you're applying for before going into the interview. Although for some this may be a given, you do not want to have your cell phone out or turned on during the interview. Having your phone out or the sound on can be distracting for both you and the interviewer. You want the interviewer to know that they have your full undivided attention while you're in the meeting. Also, before going into the interview, you should remove any gum or candy that you have in your mouth. This can also be distracting for both you and the interviewer and be unprofessional. When the interview is finished, you want to be sure to again shake hands with the interviewer, not too tightly, using 3 pumps. You want to thank them for their time and consideration. I hope that this has helped you either learn something you can make use of in the future or share with someone else who may need a few interview pointers. Thank you. Any questions?
Should I follow up the interview with a phone call?
You should always follow up with a phone call. If you can, speak directly to the interviewer, again thanking them for their time and consideration. Any other questions?
If I have any facial piercings or tattoos that would show without my clothes, or that wouldn't be covered by my clothing, should I find a way to cover them and take out piercings?
You should check the company's dress guidelines before going in. If you cannot find the company's dress guidelines, then you should take out any facial piercings that you think might be found offensive and cover any tattoos. Any other questions?
Yeah, if I really went to an interview and carry a friend for just moral support, would that be appropriate?
You should not bring a friend to the interview. If they do come, they should stay outside, but there's really no reason for them to be there. Thank you.
No.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5.
5, 6.
6.